My name is Aidan Kearney, also known as Turtleboy.
He is a senior editor for Turtleboy Daily News.
I'm a big fan.
We've broken hundreds of stories that the mainstream media won't touch.
Some blogger in Massachusetts who's getting to the bottom of this better than anybody.
Why is it Turtleboy that is covering such important issues? Where is the rest of the media?
You did not say that you were going to take my baby out of revenge and make him a transgender baby.
Stop it.
Don't you want to ask some questions? I know you do.
I do. I know you do.
People don't like the things that I say and want me to stop saying them, but I won't. I'm never going to stop. These are the kind of stories that must be told.
And I will not be intimidated. I will not be silenced. And we will continue on our journey for justice for John O'Keefe and for Karen Reed.
Tick, tick, boom. Noise. Go, baby, we bringing out toys. Boys, chop up the singing, should be on the voice. Bang, bang, we gon' ride out. Gang, gang, we don't die out. Want it like this, ain't no timeouts. Tell me who really gon' find out.
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets.
Karen Reed has supporters who've shown up in large numbers.
Tick, tick, boom.
Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wild, and you must be blind by the diamonds. I didn't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this, so it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
This is the first time I think I've ever seen this. An outpouring of support for someone accused of murdering a Boston police officer. Unbelievable situation. Never seen anything like it.
Tick, tick, boom.
You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me? You can't stop me, so who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace, working, we serving the streets. About to go going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Woo! It's go time.
Tick, tick, boom.
Boom. What's up, turtle people? How's everyone doing out there tonight? Good, excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen, here on Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Back in business. Hold on one second. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like 2 minutes. I'm not muted. Who said I was going to be muted? I'm not muted. Am I? Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, I can't find my headphones. I'm like running around. Look, that's why I'm like 2 minutes late. I couldn't find my goddamn headphones. But anyway, we're here. Looks like we got a good crowd here tonight. We got 1,500 people already on YouTube. Nice to see. Over in Twitter. How many we got on Twitter? Let's see. Because we could stream on Twitter now. That's pretty cool. 620 of you people. Do we have any Rumble Rats? Are we okay, we are on Rumble. Okay, I see one Rumble Rat over there. Oh, 70, 80 of you people. Great to see. Great to see. Anyway, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aidan Kearney. Some people call me Clarence with Emerson. That's my Facebook name. You can follow me on there. Others call me Uncle Turtleboy. Old school Turtle Riders call me that. I prefer doctor because if Jill Biden's a doctor, then I definitely get to be called doctor too. It's really cool when people call me doctor. I actually appreciate that. It's my Twitter account at Dr. Turtleboy, DOCTOR Turtleboy. You can also follow, what else? Oh, some people, daddy, if you want to call me daddy, you're free to. Definitely not required to at all. I can understand that can be a little weird for some people, but I don't really care what you call me. Just be here every Tuesday and Saturday night, even though it's not Tuesday right now. I was on News Nation last night. Every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. And make sure you smash that subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up. Give us a big thumbs up. Those help. Leave a comment afterwards. Helps with the algos, etc. Okay. Oh, I'm happy you guys like the suit. I'm happy you guys like the suit. My stylist is doing excellent. I have a stylist, believe it or not. I don't buy any of these suits. I mean, I do. I pay for them, but I just give her my credit card and say, dress me up, whatever you think is appropriate. Give me some pink. Give me something pink. We got to support our friend Karen Reed here. All right. Because she's completely innocent. And, you know, they don't, they're so mad about it. Dude, Coffindaffer is losing her shit. I can't show you her tweets because she has me blocked, but I just want to, so let me, hold on one second. I just got to sign into the docket. But, let me pull up a burner account here and just read a Coffindaffer tweet that just had me dying today. You guys got to see this Coffindaffer tweet. I can't show it on the screen, of course, because that miserable hag has me blocked. But let me pull up Coffindaffer. Coffindaffer, who, by the way, is losing in Ratchet Madness right now to Auntie Bev, which is a shame because I voted for Coffindaffer. All right. So this is an actual tweet, which you gotta read this. Wait. Oh my God. Coffindaffer shared a picture of a fucking kid outside of this really nice kid who, by the way, made me this thing. Look at this thing. This kid he's a young turtle rider, 10 years old. Came down the last 2 days with his parents to support Karen Reed, and he made this for me. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? So yeah, thank you very much, Joey. Okay. So this is what she writes today. Okay, wait. Justice for John O'Keefe. She really cares. The jury questionnaire was disseminated. Like, this was the big scandal today. The jury questionnaire got disseminated. It's on mass court. It's also on mass courts. It was disseminated by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. They disseminated it for the world to see. Anyone could receive the jury questionnaire. Pink being warned. This is what she's number 2 thing she's upset about. Pink being warned as a direct in-your-face statement to Judge Cannoni's order. Just to be clear about this, we can't wear free Karen Reed stuff or anything like that. We're not allowed to wear it anywhere near the courthouse on land that she doesn't own and really should have no control over. So we're like, okay, fine. We'll just wear the same color, pink. And she saw that Karen Reed was the one that suggested that, and she got real mad about it. She posted about the other day, can you believe she's doing this? She's evil, this woman. Evil. Saying everyone should wear pink. How dare she? And you're allowed to do that, by the way. You're allowed to wear the same color as other people. I don't know if if she wants to outlaw that, then we can just pick another color. Purple, green. We got the whole bunch of colors we can choose from on the spectrum. Okay. So it's just like, I mean, would she prefer it be black like her soul? Is that what she would like, Coffindaffer? I'm sorry, you can't be miserable as you. And I thought it was a nice choice, pink. I think we all look good in pink. So pink, she's like so mad about the fact that we're wearing pink. They hate the fact that they can't silence us, that we're a united group, that we mean, like we're here to support justice, man. Actual justice for John O'Keefe, not the fake justice like they support. The fake justice for John O'Keefe is when you want to prosecute Karen Reed, who is clearly innocent, because it's a waste of everyone's time. And you can prosecute an innocent person if you want, but it's not going to give anyone justice ever. And then she said, some of the mob pulling their kids out of school to be part of the mob. Tell me you're not from around here without telling me you're not from around here. I mean, pulling your kid, bitch, it's April vacation. Anyone who's ever spent time in Massachusetts knows that kids get a week off in the middle of April. Everyone knows that. Everyone. And then it says, the continued pageantry inspired stroll of the defendant. She hates that Karen Reed is confident and smiling. She hates that. Good. I hope it fucking burns, Jennifer Coffindaffer. I hope Karen Reed's positivity and beautiful smile eats at your miserable, dark soul. You sad, pathetic, menopausal monster. That's what you are. And do something with that hair, girl, because it ain't working out for you. You sound like a retarded stepchild when you get on TV and you talk like this, and they don't know why the evidence is like this, but they don't know why. And the O'Keefes were at the D&E pizza shop today, and they were eating pizza there, and they support this. Oh, shut up. Oh my God. Oh, just a miserable, disgusting, soulless, vapid twat, Jennifer Coffindaffer. This is the most miserable tweet I've ever read in my life. And I can't even share it because that hag blocked me. Again, she's mad about the jury questionnaire being disseminated, which is, I love that, which is, it was public. You're allowed to disseminate public shit. She's mad that we're wearing pink because they've banned wearing things, and so we're just wearing a color. She don't like that. She doesn't like that children are there. That upsets her because she thinks they're being pulled out of school. She's too stupid to know that April vacation is a thing. And that the defendant is not sad. They liked sad Karen Reed. Well, guess what? She ain't sad anymore, motherfucker. Because we're out there supporting her. That's why she's not sad. And by the way, not to brag or anything, but this whole Karen Reed is mad at Turtleboy thing. Yeah, it got a big, big smile there from Karen Reed at the end. I don't know if you guys saw that. We're pretty cool. I don't know if you guys know this. All right. And yeah, trust me. Anyway, she goes like, this is the murder trial of a police officer. Still seems more like a circus. Might I introduce you to this gentleman named Grant Smith Ellis? Okay. Speaking of circus, he tends to turn the post-court press conferences into them. I'm shaking my head, wondering if they can find jurors that aren't tainted already. You can find jurors that aren't tainted already, but the problem is when you introduce any 12 people to the facts of this case, they are going to immediately know that this woman is innocent. Like, you can't, the facts are tainted, I guess, in that, like, in and of themselves, they are all exculpatory to Karen Reed. All of them. Literally everything. And we're going to go over some of that. And so, no, you can't. And, he tainted a jury pool. Well, then pick a jury from Worcester County. Nope, that's not going to work either. Bristol County. Nope, that's not going to. They read Turtleboy there too. Turtleboy's everywhere, Jennifer Coffindaffer, and there's nothing you can do about it. We win. You lose. Good guys win. We're going to get justice. I have spent the last year. Today is April 17th. April 17th, right around this time, 9:15, I was knee deep in Canton. I started writing about this I made a post around 6:30 that I was like knee deep in this shit, right? And I think I started writing about it around 3. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going through all the documents. Oh my God, this story's crazy. This is wild. And I was up until 3:30 that night, right? 3:30 that night, right? Yeah, you can go all the way to Berkshire County. Like I said, the jury there is going to free Karen Reed too, okay? We're all going to free Karen Reed. You can't find a jury in the United States of America anywhere, any county, anywhere. Turtleboy's too big. Can't do it. But it doesn't matter because the facts are on our side. But anyway, what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So it was around this time I'm writing this shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is crazy. And here we are literally a year later. And it's only grown. And we've had we've brought a lot of people along with us along the way, and they're not stupid. And I just object to this idea that we're just like some more tweets. Like, people obviously respond like, dude, bro, dude, April vacation, like so many people pointed that out. And she's like, no, the mother was on camera saying she took him out of school. I saw an interview on the news, yet she never shares it. Somebody writes, Karen Reed is eating up all this attention, Tyler Hendrickson. Some fat dude. Oh my God. Wait till you see this guy. Oh my God. Look at this guy. I don't know if you guys see him. Tyler, like, look at that guy. Oh, so Tyler Hendrickson is married to the most amazing woman, father to our fur baby Oscar, and is a true crime fanatic and Packers fan. And Karen Reed is eating up all this attention. She is such a narcissist. No, motherfucker. She's just happy. You hate that she projects happiness instead of sorrow. This whole thing makes me sick. Justice for John O'Keefe. You cannot want Karen Reed to go to jail and want justice for John O'Keefe. They are opposites. They are opposites, period. She goes, so it would seem. Shut up. Somebody says, all right, let me see. Somebody goes, the jury questionnaire was public. It was in the Commonwealth's motion it was in the Commonwealth's motion. Wearing pink is not against the order. It's vacation week. And then she goes, I said disseminated, not made public. When it's made public, the Commonwealth is disseminating it, you stupid idiot. They got around the judge's order by wearing the same color. They got around it, aka they abided by it. They also abided by it. Yeah, so what? Like, they just don't like the fact that we're united. The woman said she pulled her kid out to attend. I am and will remain on top of this case. And she called us like a mob. She's like so mad. Imagine talking about someone else's kid like that. I met that kid today. He made this thing. He was a really nice kid. I met him before, actually. Really nice kid. And he knows exactly what's going on here. And quite frankly, I'd much rather have a child. And she's like, whatever happened to ice cream and roller skates or something like that? Ice cream and ice skating or something like that. Okay, so you would rather kids just get fat. That's what you're saying, Jen? You just want kids to stuff their face with ice cream instead of, participating in something that is bigger than them, standing up for an innocent woman. Oh, God forbid. God forbid. I love seeing kids at this stuff. It's great to see. It's beautiful. So she just got roasted. But anyway, if anyone else, so that's that. So anyway, if you guys like the program and you want to donate, we don't have super chat. You might have seen some ads on the channel. People are telling me they see ads. Somebody told me that the other day, and I'm like, I hope not. I don't ever want to be monetized again. We got demonetized like 2.5 years ago because I had the wrong opinion about the vaccine mandate. And I don't ever want, best thing ever, because they took like 30 or 40%. It was highway robbery YouTube did on the super chats. So I don't want them. I don't want the super chats back. If I get them back, I'm going to sue. I don't want them because we just built our own platform. It's called Turtle Chat. If you click at the link at the top of the live chat, you can click on that and donate whatever amount of money you want. I'll get a notification in my inbox and I will read it out loud to the class. Okay. Because you get to write a little message with that. Or conversely, you can cash at me at $𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Now, don't have one yet. I don't know if anyone sent one yet. I apologize if you have, but I did get a couple cash apps because my cash app is $UncleTurtleboy. So let me read these. All right. First, we got $10 from Jeffrey. Says, Tiffany and I respect your work from Detroit. Man, it's going nationwide, this free Karen Reed thing. He goes, free Karen Reed. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Appreciate that. Sharon sends $25 and goes, truth and justice, free Karen Reed. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Let me pull up these. Okay. Do we have another one here? Catriona sends $10 and goes, I hope you're ready to fuck. It's time, doctor. It is. It's fucking time, man. It's fucking time. Yeah, like, and some people were complaining about that in the Turtleboy group. Oh, I don't like when he says it. You got to take the good with the bad. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And it's just an expression. Actually, my mom brought this up to me the other day. She asked me, she's like, do you sell shirts that say daddy's ready to fuck? And I'm like, okay, we need to explain this first, Mom. So first I had to explain the daddy thing. It's not a sexual thing. It's like there was these two competing Facebook groups, and there was like something going on, and people were arguing, and then I didn't want to get involved, and then I did this rant, and people like when I do rants, and I just said, daddy's got to come in and lay the hammer down. And I go, when I say fuck, I don't mean actual sex. I mean like Like, let's just get at it, like built up aggression. Like, let's just fuck. It's an expression, So when I say daddy's ready to fuck, I don't mean that I want to have sex with you. It means that like that. It means like I'm me. That's my nickname. The fuck just happened there? What is going on with this? What just happened? What was that? What is going on with the, okay. It's exactly. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. So she got it, but she got it. So we're good. And it's like, let's get ready to rumble, right? It's let's get ready to rumble. All right. That's it. So anyway, yeah. So if you want to donate that way, you can. Let me see if we have any turtle chats. I don't want to miss anyone. Okay. I don't think we do. I think we're good. So if anyone wants to donate to the turtle chat, oh no, we do. We have our first one here from Kathy. Let me pull it up. How do I read this? Actually, I got it in my inbox. Give me one sec. Comes up in spam now. All right, we got one from Kathy, sends $5, says, are you still planning on challenging the 200-foot unconstitutional rule, or is that ship sailed? It's setting a frightening precedent. So Mark has challenged it to the full bench of the SJC. He's prepared to go all the way to Washington with this. He's fired up about this bullshit zone. As am I. I mean, it's just outrageous that they can get away with a stunt like this. So we'll see. We are continuing to challenge that. And also remind me, so next Saturday, for the first time, we are going to do a live in-show, a live show in person. Okay. Next Saturday night. And the venue, hold on one second. Pull it up here. We're going to be, it's a place called the National Charter 957 in Taunton. And we're going to be selling, it's a fundraiser for the Legal Defense Fund. Cause I need funds for the legal. I still got a whole bunch of charges and like felonies I got to fight. So, it's going to be 7 to 11 and we're going to sell tickets. Remember, it's a fundraiser. There'll probably be some appetizers and shit there, cash bar, but it's a fundraiser. So we're only going to be able to sell 75 tickets to it. And if this goes well, we'll just keep doing shit like this. We'll have more events like this. Right. And so we'll be doing that for this event on next Saturday night, 7 to 11. So 7 to 9 will be meet and greet, whatever. And then 9 to 11, I will be doing the show in person. I'll be obviously streaming it to a much larger audience, but in person, and people that are there in person can ask questions. It's going to be cool. We can start doing more shit like this. All right. I definitely want to do stuff like this. It's going to be cool. But I will have the ticket sales for them later on. Okay. Later. So I'm going to share. I'll do a little post about it later, and I will share it later on. And yeah, I'll just make a general announcement about it that way. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, so yeah, if anyone else wants to donate, the link is at the top. We got one more here, or two more here. K-Mac since 25. He says, Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Okay. Well, Ace Ventura reference there. Thank you, K-Mac. Nancy sends $10. Says, John Adams rolls in his grave every time Auntie Bev uses his quotes. Free Karen Reed. Thank you, Turtle, for all your hard work. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It is an Eventbrite thing. I will have that shortly. Okay, cool. All right. So here's what we're going to do tonight. So I roasted Grant on Law and Crime. We got to share that video in a little bit. Also, Megyn Kelly finally talked about this, and I love Megyn Kelly, but she said some stupid shit, and we need to educate her a little bit on this. Okay. So let me pull up here. I want to bring up, first thing I want to do tonight, though, is go over the witness list. We got to talk about the witness list. Give me 1 second. Notice of docket, Supreme Court, jury trial, questionnaire, notice of discovery. Hold on. Does anyone have the jury list? I mean, not the jury list, the witness list. Can someone send that to me on Facebook Messenger? Because I can't, I have it on my phone, But when I copy and paste it, like I got it sent in a text message. So I have that file on my phone. When I copy and paste it on Facebook Messenger, it doesn't come up. It doesn't come back up. Oh, and I'm going back on Jerry Callahan tomorrow. I'm going back on Jerry Callahan at 10:30 tomorrow. So I'm going to be back on his podcast tomorrow. But okay. Actually, all right. Yeah, that's a picture of it. I need the actual link. If somebody can send me an actual link of the jury list. Can somebody do that for me? Not a picture. Okay. Well, that's better. Actually, that's big enough. The one I just got sent. Okay, let me pull these up. All right, it's a good list. So we're going to go through this whole list because it's really interesting. Are those just the Commonwealth witnesses I just got sent? All right. Do we have the defense witnesses? No, that's too small. Nope. Okay, here's the defense witness list. All right, this is good enough. All right, let me pull them up. Give me 1 sec. You guys can stop sending them. I got them all. I think I got them all. Man, everyone's... Oh, I got an attachment. Even better. I like the attachment. I'm going to pull up the attachment. Perfect. Perfect. All right, cool. Got it. You don't have to send me any shit anymore. Thanks, guys. It does look huge. All right. So, by the way, a lot of new shit that they just shared here. Like, I'm just amazed some of these weren't given already. Where are they? Like the taped interviews with Julie Albert and a couple of other McAlberts. Somehow that was just like not given. So here's the witness list. All right. All right, so a whole bunch of popo, and I was on Grace Curley today, and she asked me, which witnesses are you most interested in seeing here? Who's going to be the most interesting? And I said, Michael Proctor and Jennifer McCabe. Because Michael Proctor is under internal affairs investigation. That is wild. That is absolutely wild that the lead detective in this is being investigated by the police himself because he lied in front of a in front of a state grand jury. He admitted to a federal grand jury that he lied to the state grand jury that indicted the defendant on the charges she's currently facing. So this guy is like on there. Like, that's wild. And what's he going to say? Like, how is this? We've never even heard this guy speak before. The lead detective in this is nowhere to be found. He's going to be shitting bricks. And he's not going to do so well, I don't think. Now, there's 𝗬𝗏, who's just a cocky motherfucker. Oh, I can't wait to see. He thinks he's so smart. That guy, he's going like, that corrupt motherfucker. I don't know who all these other guys are. Connor Keefe, I believe he was tied to the Sandra Birchmore thing too. All these guys. Dick Ciccio, Christopher Moore, Matthew Dunn. Ooh, Matthew Dunn, there's something shady about that guy too. What was it? I forget. But Matthew Dunn, Tully, obviously, scumbag. Garino's going to have a lot to explain. Like, you know, how'd you miss the, because they're going to bring them up. Because all these guys get cross-examined. So prosecution goes first. They're going to bring Nicholas Garino up. And they're going to say, so you did the data extraction report from the phone, from Jennifer McCabe's phone. Did you see what did you see in there? Not much. Not much, really. You know, she seemed pretty legit to me. Okay, thank you. And then I don't get, what do they think's going to happen here? Because then the defense gets a chance to cross-examine Nicholas Garino, and they're going to be like, bro, how'd you miss all this shit? See all this stuff over here? These 20-something deleted phone calls between 5 and 9 a.m. that Jennifer McCabe made. Why didn't you mention any of that to the grand jury? Oh, I didn't have the right Cellbrite software. You see, It wasn't updated. Dude, it was 2022. They know how to find, like, the software exists to find deleted text messages in 2022. It's not the Stone Age. That's not going to fly. Can you explain that to me? Can you explain how you missed all that? Can you explain how you couldn't find this deleted Google search for How Long to Die in Cold at 227? Can you explain that one to me? And yeah, Dunn was on the Birchmore thing. That's why a lot of these guys are crossovers. Joseph Paul, I believe he's the guy that does the crash reconstruction test, I want to say. Okay. Saraf and Mulaney, those are the two of the first responding Canton police officers who come to the scene and first find Karen Reed. And I believe their dash cams are going to be shown. And I don't know anything about any dash cam videos. But we're about to find out about these dash cam videos and see what Jennifer McCabe is acting like during those dash cam videos. I bet you she's talking to the cops the whole time. I bet you she's not really showing much concern for John O'Keefe. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that there's video of her showing absolutely no concern for John O'Keefe and 100% concern for herself because she's talking to the cops the entire time. I bet you that happens. I'm just guessing. I don't know anything about it in dash cam videos, though. So we'll see. Saraf and Mulaney are on there. And then we got Good. All right, Good, of course, is Canton High School, class of 98 with Jill Daniels and company. And, he's a good old boy from Canton. I don't know if he went into the house. He came close, but he certainly didn't search the house. Then there's Mike, and he was like the guy in charge that morning, too. Michael Lank, the fixer. He got called down by Jennifer McCabe at 8:38 to 9 o'clock. They spoke again at 9. He came back to the house after the Canton Police Department was no longer on the case, and he's going to have to explain why he kind of clocked back in. Like, why did you? And Jennifer McCabe told him, oh, yeah, I forgot. Karen Reed said all this really shady stuff. All this really shady stuff. So that he's going to have to explain that. Yeah, he makes problems go away. He's the fixer. Lieutenant Paul Gallagher. So some people are telling me that Gallagher is, a good cop. He was one of the people that responded that day. And that there is somebody in the Canton Police Department that is testifying, that they claim is testifying for them. And it ain't Wanless. It's going to testify that they saw 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗺𝗃 and Higgins alone in the garage with that car in the Sallyport between 5:08 and 5:50 when that videotape disappeared. Explain that one. Explain that one. Charles Ray, never heard of him. He's a lieutenant in the Canton Police. Kevin O'Hara. Kevin O'Hara is the guy, I believe, in charge of the CERT team. And the CERT team is going to have to explain why, and Microdots did a great video on this, why they took so long to look for those taillight, to do a second search of the area. They didn't go till 5:45 p.m. Why? Why did Kevin O'Hara's team wait that long? Were they waiting for taillight to get there? We'll see. Nicholas Barros. I think this is one that's going to backfire on them. I don't know why this guy's on the list. Nicholas Barros is the Dighton police officer, I believe, who responds when Proctor calls at 2:30 and says he needs a tow. He calls the Dighton police and says he needs the car towed before ever seeing Karen Reed's car in Dighton. He says it needs to be towed. And this is the guy that took the report. And this is the guy that did the report and said that the car was towed by 4:15. And Proctor said the car was towed at 5:30, which would not give him enough time to get the car back to Canton in order to have taillight planted. Can't do it. So I don't see how that's a good Commonwealth witness, but we'll see. Brian Gallerani's from the Needham Police Department. This is not, they did some testing in Needham, and I think this guy oversaw it. Nothing to see here with this guy. State police, more state police, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Civilian witnesses. Now, I looked this up. I don't know who Heather Maxon is, but she's a nanny. I looked her up. She's a nanny. She's got a LinkedIn. She's a nanny. I don't know what she does. I don't know if she babysat for the O'Keefes. I don't know what. She's listed as a nanny. Now, They got a shitload of fire department people. And we're going to get to them. Anthony Flammati. Then they got 𝗺𝗿𝗄𝗃. I can't wait for 𝗺𝗿𝗄𝗃 to take the stand. I can't wait for her to explain how those velociraptor chomps on John O'Keefe's arm are abrasions, which is something my kid gets when he falls off his tricycle. Okay? Like, how is she going to explain that? Who else we have here? So they have all these Canton Fire Department people, right? I'm assuming these people are all at the scene. Now, I don't know anything about any pictures that someone at 32 Fairview Road took. Let's just put it this way. So the people who live at 32 Fairview Road, they're not McAlberts, okay? The 31, like Kelleher, he's a McAlbert, basically. And 33 Fairview, I don't really know. Across the street. But 32 Fairview, the next door, not McAlberts. They are not friendly with them. They're good people. Now, let's say, and I'm just thinking out loud here, that the people that live in 32 Fairview Road took a bunch of pictures that morning of first responders getting there. Let's just think. I don't know anything about any pictures like this. Again, just like I don't know anything about any dash cam videos. I don't know anything about any pictures like this. But let's say they did. They woke up because there's freaking fire trucks all over the street. Like 4 of them, let's say. And the brights are on and it's illuminating everything. And if you were to look, like, let's say they took a picture like that, right? And showed what it was like outside, just hypothetically. And it would kind of show that, gee whiz, if the people at 32 Fairview Road were able to see all this and it woke them up, then why didn't it wake up the people inside 34 Fairview Road that had the dead body on their lawn? I'm just saying, because I don't know anything about any pictures that the people inside 32 Fairview Road took from their second-story window at approximately 6:15 a.m., showing that the entire neighborhood is lit up like a Christmas tree. I don't know anything about that. But it would certainly show that, you know, all these the people inside 34 Fairview, they certainly should have seen it. They certainly should have seen it. They certainly would have got it. It would certainly make it impossible to believe that the people in 34 Fairview didn't see this if the people at 32 Fairview did and were awoken by that. But I don't know anything about that. I certainly don't have any pictures of that in my phone directly next to dash cam videos. I don't know anything about that. I keep telling people that. I'm just thinking out loud here, though, okay? I don't know anything about that. I don't need a knock on my door because I don't know nothing. Anyway, so like look at all the fire people on this. One, there was the guy above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 firefighters. You could imagine the amount of fire trucks that were there. Maybe 4. Okay? So they're all there. And what are all these people going to say? Are they, I mean, the only one listed in the charging documents is the one that went on spring break with Caitlin Albert, and that's Katie McLaughlin. She's the one that supposedly heard her say, I did it. No one else heard that. And I wonder if there's a dash cam video, if that's going to show her saying that. I don't know. Kind of convenient. And Katie McLaughlin disappeared after this. Now, I did see some rumors today on the Justice page about her being related to this other ADA McLaughlin. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Kind of a common last name, McLaughlin. It's not like that uncommon. It's not the most common, but around here, Irish names like that, kind of common. So if you're going to make a post like that in a Justice group, I would certainly hope that you have other evidence besides they have the same last name. Okay, I'm just saying. I didn't have time to look into that, but the people posting shit like that, if you post shit like that and it turns out not to be true, like we should throw tomatoes at you. There should be some sort of punishment if you make a stupid post like that and you get people all fired up and it turns out not to be true. Okay. So that's my thoughts on that. Okay. What else we got? So those are that. Okay. And then the fun begins. Jennifer McCabe. What a disaster that's going to be. Do we even need to get into that? Like when I say let's fuck, that's when the fucking begins. That's when the fucking begins. Once Jennifer McCabe takes a stand, oh, Alan Jackson's ready to fuck. Oh, the fuck. Let the fucking begin. Oh, goodness gracious. She is the most arrogant person I've ever seen in my life and demented. And she thinks that she could talk her way out of anything. This is a woman who has been handed everything her entire life. Youngest daughter of 4, princess of the family, gets protected, insulated, can Google how long to die in cold and not lose her social status in town. Yeah. Changed her Facebook status, by the way. Did you guys see what she changed her Facebook status to? Do I need to her Facebook picture too? Should we go over this? Look at this shit. I'll bring it up if you haven't seen it already. Made me sick. The balls on this woman. Look at this shit. Look at the fake victim's babysitter here. Look what she did. She calls it Jennifer Weeks McCabe updated hashtag justice for Johnny. Just a reminder, Jennifer McCabe, in case I haven't been abundantly clear about this, murdered John O'Keefe, helped plan the murder of John O'Keefe because he was alive when she Googled how long to die in cold at 2:27. And now look at this. Look at this shameful cunt. Oh, I don't like you when you use the word cunt, Turtleboy. I don't like it. I don't like it when people Google how long to die in cold in order to murder cops and then change their profile picture to justice for Johnny. That is sick, man. That is sick. Sick shit. Sick. And they don't like this. They don't like that I'm exposing this sick monster for what she is. She's a monster. But anyway, that's Jennifer McCabe. Then we got her stupid fat husband, Matt McCabe, bitch tits. He's going to have some explaining to do about why he just stands at the door. If he's standing at the, if I'm Alan Jackson and Matt McCabe's on the stand, okay. So you saw, you were just standing by the door watching all the traffic go by at this party. Okay. How'd you miss the guy getting run over? How'd you miss that part? You saw V-shaped tire tracks in the road. Okay. From that far, but you didn't see the body in front of the road somehow. You saw the tire tracks in the road, but you didn't see that. Okay. Sure thing. Okay. Then there's Allie McCabe. And this is a young girl. And she all of a sudden is going to have to explain, why'd you give Colin a ride home? How'd that happen? Where'd your these texts that you submitted as evidence? Why'd 3 weeks of them disappear? Where'd they go? She's gonna have some explaining to do. Kerry Roberts. Is anybody stupider than Kerry Roberts? Kurt Roberts. Can you tell us about that time you got arrested for smacking around your wife in a drunken whatever right in front of your kids? Can we talk about that, Mr. Roberts? I don't know what they're gonna ask him. Paul O'Keefe, nice new addition on your house there. Nice new addition on your house, West Bridgewater. How'd you pay for that? Yeah. Tell us about your drunken driving incident in 2020. Who bailed you out of jail for that, Paul? I don't know. I guess Paul's a witness in this. Erin O'Keefe. I don't know what she's going to say, but then they got the kids. These shameless assholes are using the kids. We knew they would. The Camaranos. Oh, I forget who they were. I think they were at the C.F. McCarthy's. I'm not exactly sure if they're friendly or not with the Karen Reed defense team. I'm not exactly sure. but I don't remember. Then Higgins, obviously, Higgins has some explaining to do. Even the McAlbert's trolls have started turning Higgins a little bit. There's a little dissension in the ranks there about whether Higgins is a bad guy or not, you know? He's trying to bang Karen Reed, but he didn't actually bang her. He didn't actually bang her. I think they just flirted a little bit. Okay. Then Brian Albert. For the first time, we're going to hear Brian Albert take the stand. He can't hide anymore. Nicole Albert. They're both going to have to explain. So Nicole Albert, how hard was he giving it to you when he butt answered, I apologize, butt answered Brian Higgins? Can you tell us about that? What position were you in when he was doing that, Nicole? Tell me more about that. Brian Albert's also going to have, like, why didn't you come outside, dude? Why didn't any of you motherfuckers come outside? Nicole Albert's going to say, so Jennifer, see on this call log where Jennifer McCabe called you at 6:07 and 6:08 in a conversation 7 and 9 seconds long? Can you explain that one to me, Nicole Albert? Yeah. Brian Albert Jr. So you're 6'8", and it was your birthday, and somehow, like, nobody suspects you did it. Are you sad? Like, are you insulted by that? That, like, everyone assumes your stupid cousin Colin, who's, like, 6 inches shorter than you and younger than you, that they assume that he did it, and just nobody assumes that the tallest guy in the house. I'd be like, are you insulted that no one thinks you did this, young man? Like, I would be offended if I was Brian. How come no one's blaming me for the murder? I'm the biggest guy in the house, and no one blames me for the murder. What the fuck? All right, then they got Ian Whiffen, who his report specifically makes no mention of the 227 search not happening. Like, this guy's going to debunk it. Not at all. Not at all. They say this guy's going to do a demonstration. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Justin Rice, I assume he's one of these guys that I've pronounced John dead or what, but other people from the hospital where John was pronounced dead. The UC Davis Veterinary Lab, I believe that's to test. They're big on John's clothing, came back and no animal DNA. Well, who submitted the swab? Oh, Michael Proctor? Okay. What about the arm tissue swabs? That's what I'd like to see more. Arm tissue swabs. Yeah. Okay. Nicholas Bradford, Bodhi Technology. Okay. More Bodhi Technology. Julie Albert and Chris Albert. What are they going to say? Colin Albert. I can't wait for Colin Albert. Oh, my God. I wish I could talk about the grand jury testimony. I know an idiot Colin Albert is. Oh, my God. I can't wait for Colin Albert to testify. Ryan Nagel. Now, let's talk about this one. Like, what were they thinking? Like, I asked this to somebody today. I'm like, why did they put Ryan Nagel's statement in the charging documents? His statement completely exonerates Karen Reed. Like, he says that John O'Keefe wasn't inside the car or outside the car, which means he had to be inside, and that the taillight was intact at the time. So what am I missing here? Like, why did they include? It was like they just included this really exculpatory thing and then just ignored it. And so yet they're bringing him on, and what's he going to say? Now, keep in mind, Ryan Nagel was one of 3 people in that truck, and he was not the driver. Let me see if I have this. I got an interesting message about this situation. That's right. Heather Maxson was in the car. That's who Heather Maxson is. Heather Maxson was the other woman in the car. So she's the nanny. That's Ryan Nagel's ex-girlfriend. That's who that is. Okay. That's right. Okay. But I'm definitely got a message about this from someone. Let me check on Twitter. I don't know if it was on Twitter. I got a really interesting message, a tip about this. And then I saw Sean on the Gulf tweet something really similar to what I got. No, that's not it. Let me see. Nagel. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. So there's another guy in the truck. And I don't know if I want to repeat this rumor. Was it on Sean's Twitter? Let me see. I'm going to go to Sean's Twitter real quick. At 𝗬𝗄𝗄𝗆. Let's see. 𝗵𝗄𝗄𝗆8. Okay. Defense witness 23, he thinks they should be concerned about. Who's defense witness 23? That's the one. That's the name I heard too. That's the name I heard. He says they should be really concerned about defense witness 23. Okay. So Ritchie, who is not on the Commonwealth list, I don't believe, he was the driver of that truck. And not only does he corroborate what Ryan Nagel says, not only does he corroborate, he goes one step further. And I'm not going to say what it is right now, because quite frankly, I don't want to jinx it. I have just heard from a couple sources on this that he is planning to say something that is going to blow the lid off this case. It is much more exculpatory to Karen Reed than anything that has been said thus far. I'm just saying. I'm going to hold on. Again, I can't confirm this. But I mean, when I saw Sean's tweet today, I'm like, oh, he got the same sources as me or what? Sean says, where'd it go? He goes, pay close attention to defense witness 23. Okay. I'd be very interested and concerned about defense witness 23. Interesting. So he was the driver of the car that Ryan Nagel is in. Now, you know, I'm imagine that. Again, I don't know. But I don't see him on the Commonwealth list. Do you? I don't see him on the Commonwealth list. But I see Tristan Morris here. For some reason, I don't know what he's going to say. Maybe he was in the house too. I don't know. Then we see Caitlin Albert. Caitlin Albert's going to have to explain why she changed her story from leaving at 12:15 to 1:45. That's odd. Gretchen Voss. Why is Gretchen? So Gretchen Voss, she must be testifying to some. Oh, she's such a swindling little cunt. She must just testify to something that Karen Reed said during her interview with her. I don't know if it's on the record, off the record, whatever. But why is she still coming to shit? Like, I saw her there today, and she apparently was forced to leave because she sits in the press box. Who is she working for? Who does Gretchen Voss work for? She's not doing a story on this. Her story's done. Her McAlbert propaganda has already been published. Okay. And so why is she going? And I guess witnesses can't be going to the proceedings like this. So she's gone. I don't know. She's there. Now, Louis Jutras. I interviewed this dude. I went down as part of my research, and I went to Canton Town Hall, and I found Louis Jutras. He is the town IT director. Because I wanted to know why, like, when he handed over the Canton Library tape to the state police, was there any time missing in it? That's what I wanted to know. He said that when he handed it over, he gave the whole thing to them. He handed over the whole video file, everything that was on it, to the state police. They then kind of burned it onto a CD-ROM or something and gave it to the defense and the Commonwealth. And there's 2 minutes missing. So this guy's, I don't know what he's going to say. Oh, he didn't tell me. When I asked him, he didn't know anything, like about 2 minutes missing. We'll see if he suddenly remembers it when he's on the stand. But I don't know what they're thinking, bringing these people on. I don't think he's going to be a good witness for them. Sarah Levinson. Oof. What's she going to say? That one. The fact that that woman was inside the house when this happened, they spelled her name wrong on this too. The fact that they, that woman was inside the house and is a nurse. Well, this man was murdered. She should never work again as a nurse. Disgusting. Disgusting. All these people from the state police crime lab, including Maureen Hartnett, who failed her proficiency exam, if you recall. And a lot of these people, I think these are the people that said the hair was human, then it turned out not to be. Yeah. Why is that? Oh, 𝗵𝗲 is on the list. That's interesting. But so is 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀. What are they thinking bringing 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀 and Ryan Nagel on this list? And 𝗵𝗲 Diantuano, whatever pronounce his name. Like, these people are so bad for the Commonwealth. What are they going to say? What are they going to ask? Like Brian Loughran, what are they going to ask him? So, did you see a body when you went by at 2:30? No? Maybe you did. Maybe? No, definitely no body there. Okay. But if it's possible that there could have been a body there, maybe you don't see it. Nope. Would 100% see it because I had my brights on and this and that. Maybe you're retarded. Maybe. Like, that's what what are they gonna say to this guy? I don't know. So yeah, Gene DeMoulis, I forget who that is. Again, 𝗵𝗲 like, what's he gonna say? Like, so you didn't see him come in the house? Like, okay, Ryan Nagel didn't see him in the car. Maybe you did. No? Okay. Oh, yeah, and that Ford Edge. Yeah, you saw a Ford Edge there, huh? Maybe it was a Lexus at 3 a.m. Maybe it was a Lexus LX, huh? Those can be, it's basically the same thing, right? I know you said a specific, make and model of a car that 3 Alberts own. But yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Okay. What else here? Who else do we have? James Sullivan, don't know who that is. Stephen Bernstein from Stoughton, don't know who that is. Julie Nagel, we know who she is. The Greek guy, he was with them that night when they were drinking. They were at the waterfall, I believe. Michael Trotta. Again, what's Michael Trotta going to say? He's the DPW director who I found and interviewed. In his report with Proctor, he specifically says that no one from his department plowed Fairview Road that day. And that an outside company called By the Yard, which wasn't incorporated until 5 days after I started writing about this, that actually they did it, that they do Fairview Road. That turned out to be untrue. And no one would know that's untrue better than Michael Trotta because he runs the DPW. So either he lied or Michael Proctor lied about what he said. I asked him about that, and he's like, no, I told him that. Did you? You want to take the fall for Michael Proctor? Okay. I don't know. But it's untrue. And Brian Loughran is going to say it's untrue. And again, Brian Loughran, when I talked to him, was so scared that they were going to fire his ass. So scared. I don't know who Rebecca Trayers is or Bridget Meehan. Jessica Hyde is their expert who they claim says that the Google search never happened at 227, but turns out she never said that. Okay. Marietta Sullivan is the chick that claims that Karen Reed thought that John was trying to smooch with her in Aruba. So we'll see what she says. I think that's Laura Sullivan's sister. Laura Sullivan is the heavyset girl who was, got inducted into Peggy's Angels and is just happy to be friends with Jen McCabe. Then the other Greek woman there. Okay. So that's your Commonwealth witness list. Now let's look at the defense witness list. Okay. What are they going to ask these people? All right. So Brian Albert, we've been over what we need to ask him. Caitlin Albert, same shit. Chris Albert. What can we ask Chris Albert? What do you guys think they can ask Chris Albert? What can you guys talk about? Karen is on News Nation? Like she's being interviewed right now? Interesting. What do you guys, give me some questions that they could ask. Yeah, I only got 2 minutes on there yesterday. What the hell was that? I'm going to tell them again. If I'll go on, don't insult me with 2 minutes. It's not worth my time. I will not go on for 2 minutes again. I'm getting a lot of calls for interviews these days. Not going on your fucking network for 2 minutes. Not doing that. And I'm not going after like 45 minutes of some fucking murder in Oklahoma no one gives a shit about either. Period. There's no Natalie on this list anywhere, huh? That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know like what they're even gonna ask this guy about. Like, I guess, I don't know. We'll see. Julie Albert, the same shit. Like, why don't you guys pay your bills ever? I don't know. Tell me about the time you killed that man. I don't know. Kevin Albert. They got a lot of questions for him. Like, why did you contact Brian Higgins and send him that text message and say, we're all worried about you? What were you worried about, Kevin Albert? Interesting. Okay. Yeah. What else do we have here? Nicole Albert, Michael Wagner. Anyone know who that is? Who are these? I'd like to know more. I'm going to look him up. Michael Wagner from Foxborough. Who's he? It's a real estate agent in Canton. Interesting. Does he work for 𝗲𝗏? I don't know. People are messaging me. Let me see what people are messaging me and saying. He does real estate. Okay. So Bridget Meehan. Oh, Bridget Meehan's the owner of the Waterfall Bar. Oh, I met her. Lovely last. Irish lady, right? Jean DeMoulis is connected to C.F. McCarthy's. Okay. All right. What else are people messaging with? Okay, they have another. Rebecca Trayers works at the Waterfall Bar. People are telling me Michael Camerano is John's friend that went to C.F. McCarthy's with John before Karen met them. Okay. He was also the one Karen told, oh, that's right, Kaylee to go pick. Okay, that's right. Okay. That's who that is. Okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. All right, back to this. Again, I don't know what are people saying? That's a good question. The Telegram and Gazette wrote about that, and their Telegram and Gazette actually is done better coverage of the Karen Reed case and in my case than any other newspaper I've seen. Definitely have done the best reporting on this stuff. Okay. Oh, they were neighbors of Brian Albert. Oh, okay. That's why they're on there. Okay. So they lived on Fairview. That's interesting. That's interesting. When's Jess's Gattani article coming out? I think, I don't know. I've seen some rumblings about that. That would be interesting. But let's not get distracted with that. Who else do we have here? Leslie Bernstein, Rebecca Bays. Do these people live on Fairview? I don't know. Dayton Police Department people. Who else do they have? Oh, Ken Berkowitz. Ooh. Kenny Berkey. Gonna have some explaining to do. He's on there. Who else do we have? I mean, Ken Berkowitz is gonna have to explain why he found taillight from a moving vehicle a week after the fact. Like, what's up with that, Kenny? And why were you alone in the carport with Higgins, who you have a man crush on? How bad do you want to bang Higgins, by the way? Tell me about that. Trooper Zachary Clark, who I did not see, on the Commonwealth list. So I don't know who this Zachary Clark guy is, but that should be interesting. The Currens, Christopher and Kerry Curran, they are Canton residents who are Team Karen, I believe. And they have taken a lot of abuse for being Team Karen Reed. So that's interesting. Again, this is the one. I heard he's got some interesting testimony. We'll see. Officer Kelly Dever from the Boston Police Department. Does anyone know anything about this? I haven't been keeping up with the justice stuff. But let me see. Dever. Somebody posted about Dever. Hold on. She's in the Boston Police. His name sounds wicked familiar. So I'm going to pull this post up from the, don't message me, by the way. She was a former Canton police, but now she is Boston Police, people are saying. She might have seen 𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗺 and I like that one. This might be the sauce. There was a phone call. Somebody posted a phone call she made, right? Could be, let's see. So I guess anybody had, Jen said 42, 34. What are people talking about? I have not heard this. I've been down at the courthouse for the last 3 days, so I'm out of it. If there's audio of something like this. Anyway, Deffer? Oh, here it is. Oh, so did Sean post radio transmission of this? The radio transmission between Lieutenant Paul Gallagher and Officer Kelly Dever the morning of January 29th references a request to confirm the address of the scene. That another lieutenant was requesting confirmation. Officer Dever reports the address was 32 Fairview. The other lieutenant was Tom Kelleher, who lived directly across the street from the scene. Kelleher wasn't promoted to deputy chief until July of 2022. Why would a cop looking at an active crime scene be requesting the address of the scene? Okay, this is one of Sean's cryptic tweets here. Okay, let me see here what people are saying. People are messaging me about this. Hold on, let me see what I can see. See if I have any updates here. Any hot takes? Isn't there some sort of audio involving him? Everyone's like, yeah, she was a Canton police. So Kelly Dever was CPD. She was on Canton and was on shift that night. Okay. What's this? Mike Wagner's a real estate agent. Again, I'm not sure what he did. Okay. Audio's in the comments. How do I get the audio? Someone send me a link with the audio of that. I want to hear that. Yeah, I got to read the comments. It's hard to keeping up with the comments here. So Sean's got it on his Twitter. Let me pull up his Twitter. Does he have it on his Twitter? Okay, is this it?
Is everyone recording?
Kelly, it's Paul. What's the address of that scene? Is it by his house or is it on Fairview? Because Lieutenant's asking me what's going on Fairview.
Yep, it's 32 Fairview Road.
Okay, so it's not even his house. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm on my way. Thank you.
All right, sound good. Bye. Canton Police Officers, everyone recording?
Kelly, it's Paul. What's the address of that scene? Is it by his house or is it on Fairview? Because Lieutenant's asking me what's going on Fairview.
Yep, it's 32 Fairview Road.
Okay, so it's not even his house. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm on my way. Thank you.
Not even whose house? Albert's or Kelleher's? She's talking about Kelleher, or it's not even his house.
Canton Police Officer Denver Defense recording.
𝗪𝗡𝗄. What's the address of that scene? Is it by his house or is it on Fairview? Because Lieutenant's asking me what's going on Fairview.
Yep, it's 32 Fairview Road.
Okay, so it's not even his house. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm on my way.
Okay, so sounds like Kelleher hears something on the radio that something's going on Fairview Road, and it sounds like he thinks it's happening at his house. And then she goes, it's 32 Fairview? But it wasn't 32 Fairview, was it? It was 34. The radio transmission references a request to confirm the address of the scene. That another lieutenant, that would be Kelleher, was requesting the confirmation. Why would a cop looking at an active crime scene? But who says that he was looking at an active crime scene? I don't get it. Okay. I mean, this is interesting. We'll see. That's going to be a really interesting. I don't get it. I don't get it. No. Yeah. Kelleher's house is 31 across the street. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right. Back to this. More of these people. Let's see. Stephanie Devlin from the State Police Crime Lab. Patrick Haggerty. Is this a Dighton cop? That name sounds familiar. Maureen Hartnett, who failed their proficiency exam. Brian Albert Jr. He's also going to have to explain why he didn't see anything outside. Louis Jutras, Connor Keefe. Over these. Another firefighter. The Greek people. The UC Davis lab people. Lank. And so Heather Maxson, who was in the car with Ryan Nagel. Allie McCabe, Jen McCabe, we've been over these. Steve Nelson from the Norfolk County DA's office is going to have to explain why he's so involved in a lot of this for a victim witness advocate. Why is he so involved in speaking with, people who are testifying before federal grand juries? Interesting. Holly Price from Google LLC. That could be a number of things. That could be, they could be talking about the geofence stuff, or they could be talking about the Google Nest stuff. Remember the Google Nest camera that he says that he got for Christmas and he just never opened it and never installed it? Yeah. I don't know about that. What else do we have here? Let's see. Trooper Kathleen Prince. She's one of the people that interviewed, I believe, Jennifer McCabe the second time, and she had a different story that time. Lizzie Proctor. Ooh, what's she doing on this list? What is she doing on this list? We know with some of the things that she's done, try to get people fired, though, haven't we? Oh, Lori Cahill, another one. She was harassed by Michael Proctor. This is one of the people who was harassed by Michael Proctor at Gillette Stadium. That's interesting that she's on this list. And I think Paul Makowski's on here. Paul Makowski's their CI. He's their CI. Who else do we have on here? Carrie Roberts. I don't know what she's going to say. Another person from Canton Fire Department. Stephen Ridge from BPD. Anybody know what's up with that? I don't know. I don't know if Heriberto Hernandez is the same guy that Brian Albert allegedly punched at the Christmas party, but that would be an interesting person to add to the list, wouldn't it? Anybody know who Stephen Ridge is? You want me to zoom in? I'll zoom in. What's he going to be on there for? Oh, and then the Lapalatos. Oh, I love that they're still around. The guys who Chris Albert got beat up by in a fight that Chris and Tim Albert, I guess, got beat up by in a fight that they couldn't finish. And they had to call Michael Lankin, who was drunk and clocked into duty and arrested these guys. And I think spit on them. I have to go read the report again. but they ended up getting exonerated, and then they sued the town, and they won. Yeah. So Ridge was on the fugitive unit. I'm getting all types of shit here. So Patrick Haggerty, who was a Cambridge firefighter. Patrick Haggerty, that guy on the list before, where'd he go? Was a Cambridge firefighter. And you know who else was a Cambridge firefighter? Brian Higgins was a Cambridge firefighter. What else? What else do we have here? I'm getting tips left and right now. Keep sending them. Ridge was on the fugitive unit for Boston police. I bet you they have some stories about Brian Albert to tell. I've heard nothing but bad things about Brian Albert from other members of the Boston Police Department. There's a reason no one's showing up. Like, was Brian Albert even at John O'Keefe's funeral? Was he? Interesting. No Scanlon's on the list. No, I've spoken with Scanlon before. He's not a good witness. Scanlon's evasive and he's not a good witness. I caught him in a couple lies when I spoke to him about like how he, like, I asked him, how did you know, what made you go to David Yannetti on February 2nd? Oh, I just had a feeling, I just had a feeling. It didn't sound right. What didn't sound right? Injuries just didn't sound right. How'd you know what his injuries were? There was no autopsy photos released yet. Oh, it just, from the way they described it. I've yet to see any media outlet that described in detail his injuries prior to February 2nd to Scanlon going to Yannetti. Scanlon had some inside information. He just doesn't want to talk about it. So he'd be a bad witness. He would not be a good witness. Not credible. But whatever, he went to them first. Anyway, exactly. That's a good way to describe it. He wanted to do the right thing, but he was too scared. Okay. So the Lapalatos, that'll be interesting. Who the hell is Angela Malvoni? Anyone know who that is? Anyone know who Angela Malvoni is? I'm interested to know who these people are. Oh, she just sent me a message. I go, who's Angela Malvoni? And then I go to my inbox. Oh, I'm sorry. And we've talked before. Should I not have said that? Oh, crap. I don't know who this person is, but I don't know. She's on the list for the good guys, though. Okay. Back to this. Courtney Proctor is also on the list. So this is Michael Proctor's stupid sister. I wonder what she's going to have to say. She's going to have to explain those texts from Julie Albert, isn't it? She's going to have to explain those texts from Julie Albert talking about free gifts. Free gifts. All right. What else? Oh, somebody witnessed Karen and her team in the parking lot across from McCarthy's. Okay. I see. Gotcha. Anyway, who else do we have here? Who's Jean? Somebody told me who Jean DeMoulis was. I forget who that is. Mary Souza, who's that? Now, Ashley Bell's on the list. I've talked to Ashley Bell before. She is not a witness to anything. And I told her, I'm like, did you see her on the witness list? And she's like, I am. She does not know what for. I'm guessing that she's one of these people who got harassed by the police, right? Like the state police went to her house and tried shaking her down. I think Bukkake went there and Tully went there because these idiots told her that she's not, to be very clear. They said that she was Turtleboy's grandma or something, and that you should go there. And I bet you she's got pillow talk to talk, because this is what the state police like to do. They like to track down anybody who they think has been in a relationship with yours truly and see if they got the goods. And so they went to her house, try to shake her down. And she told them to fuck off. No, that's not 𝗪𝗓𝗄𝗃 who was on the 𝗳𝗵𝗂𝗺 list. That's 𝗪cie𝗵𝗄𝗃. That's a completely different person. A different person. No, that's a different Ashley. A different Ashley. Anyway, I'm learning this as I go along too. So that's 𝗪cie𝗵𝗄𝗃. Now, this is an interesting one. A few people have messaged me about Mike Rushworth from Thompson Station, Tennessee. Okay. Now, I've gotten a couple messages about this one. And again, this is a defense witness, Rushworth. Let me see who comes up here. Yep. Okay. Previous Canton guy. Used to live in Canton. And moved to Tennessee. Friends with Michael Proctor, or was friends with Michael Proctor. But I got 2 or 3 sources telling me the same story, that there's this, the McAlberts like to put out this thing, oh, Proctor's only under investigation because his text messages revealed that he called Karen Reed a cunt. And he called her a cunt in a text message to Mike Rushworth. That's what I'm told. This is, again, I cannot confirm this, but either way, first of all, that's not what Michael Proctor's under investigation for. But if he called, because they have Proctor's phone. And so I'm told that in a text message, he texted Mike Rushworth and called Karen Reed a cunt. Not good. Not good. So I don't know if that's, I can't confirm that, but that's just what I'm told. Matt Amory, I don't know who that is. We'll see. And I see Olivia says she has information on this. I'm all ears. Who else? Oh, and then, of course, Michael Morrissey. Dude, that's going to be great. What are they going to ask Michael Morrissey? Like whatever they want. I mean, this is unheard of, to put the DA himself on the stand because of that stupid statement that he made on the 25th. Okay, so I do know what's up. Okay, I got it. So I was on the right track. He's the one that Proctor texted him and called Karen Reed a cunt. Interesting. All right. Tom Beatty and Aaron Beatty. Obviously, by the way, Michael Morrissey, I think the biggest thing they're going to ask him is, why did you make this statement on August 25th saying that Michael Proctor doesn't know any of the witnesses in this case, when that turned out to be a lie? I mean, they're going to catch. Oh, that's actually the one I'm looking forward to the most, is the Michael Morrissey. Oh, my God. Wow. It's going to be so great. So great. Tom Beatty and Aaron Beatty. I can't wait to hear from Aaron Beatty in particular. She's the daughter of Tom Beatty, who has been socially ostracized, bullied, picked on, because Colin Albert called her at 12:33 a.m. the night that he was inside the house where John O'Keefe was murdered. And they have proof of it. You know. Or did he give permission for them to destroy their phones? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. What's this one say? Morrissey. Oh, that's what they could ask Morrissey, right? Did they give you permission? Did you give them permission to destroy your phones? Is that something you often do with state's witnesses? Interesting. But the Morrissey one's going to be the most interesting one, for sure. I don't know who Megan Mariani is. I don't know who Thomas Martin is. Maybe you do. Again, if you know who any of these people are, or more particularly why they're on the list, feel free to shoot me a DM. Send me an email. Always looking for tips about this witness list. I want to know who these people are. I can't wait to find out. And then this is arguably the most interesting one. John O'Keefe Sr. John's dad is on this list. John's dad. Now, you've seen the rumors. You've seen the rumors about John O'Keefe's dad allegedly requesting to sit with Karen Reed's family at the trial. He's missed a couple dates, hearing dates, has been conspicuously absent. When he gets there, he doesn't really look like he's all into it. And from what I'm told, he was, of the 3 remaining members of the O'Keefe family, he was the closest to Karen. They went to church together, I'm told. That, you know, he doesn't seem that into it. Again, why would they put him on this? Why would they put him on their list if they didn't speak to him already and know what he was going to say? Oh, Richard Green's on the list. Don't you worry. Oh, Megan Mariani is the 2020 producer that was sexually harassed by Jim Farris. She's one of the blonde chicks that was harassed by a very rude Jim Farris. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, expert witnesses. Frank Sheridan. He's going to testify to the dog bites, that those are clearly dog bites. Now, they could pull up Garrett Wing, too. He'd be a good one. But I think this guy's going to have it covered. Chris Van E., PhD, expert in biomedical and mechanical engineering from Novi, Michigan. We have Richard Green, obviously, did the data extraction report and a lot of other things. And then all 3 of these guys, this is interesting. Daniel Wolf, PhD, Andrew Rensselaer, PhD, Scott Klein, BSME, from ARCA Inc. And then I pull up ARCA Inc. And what is ARCA Inc.? Let's pull this up. I think these are going to be the best witnesses for the defense of all. So this is what they do. This is what ARCA Inc. does. Multidisciplinary engineering consulting firm for litigation, insurance, military, and sports. They have forensic engineering and expert witness consulting. Their engineering teams are comprised in technical disciplines such as biomechanics, accident reconstruction, crashworthiness, failure analysis, human factors, blah, 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 blah. Okay. They also do analyzing. They have considerable experience in analyzing the cause of injuries as well as their prevention. You know who doesn't have anyone like this on their witness list? The Commonwealth. They don't have anyone like this on the, and they're trying to prove that John O'Keefe got run over by a car, and they don't have anyone like this on their witness list. Ooh, but maybe they got Plevin. They can still call Plevin the Commonwealth. He's got this Sim City thing that he's got going on that they can kind of pull together. But yeah, dude, this is the most important one. The people, the experts, with PhDs who are going to get up there and say, number one, we're good with accident reconstruction. That's what we do. And I'm pretty sure, by the way, these are the independent experts that the FBI hired to do their investigation. And that's, they determined. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this. They know what it looks like to be in an accident. If you're hit by a car in reverse. Senior biomechanist, director of accident reconstruction. View our experts. Well, let's see what they all do. Oh, this guy's on the list. Andrew Rensselaer. Let's see what he does. Okay. He specializes in the study of the forces and mechanics associated with injuries to the human body. Oh, that could be useful. That could be useful in this trial. Evaluates studies that evaluate the kinematics and biomechanics of the human body during various events and circumstances, and has participated in the development and testing of seating and restraint systems. Interesting. So who else do we have here on this list? Rensselaer was on the list. Wolf and Klein. Are they on this list here? Wolf and Klein. Who else do we have here? Wolf. Look at all these nerds. Look at them all. Pick one. Pick whoever you want. They're all experts. Wolf and Klein. Let's find Wolf. Are they on here? Did I go by them? Oh, here's Klein. Let's see what he's got to say. So Klein is a BSME. What does BSME stand for? Bachelor of Science and Mechanical Engineering. Okay. So he's not a PhD. Still seems like a smart guy. He is a senior accident reconstructionist who specializes in the investigation of all types of motor vehicle and commercial collisions. That could be helpful. And again, because they're like, where's your experts? Are you an expert on this? Remember my conversation with 𝗺𝗨 about this. Remember what 𝗺𝗨 told me? I'm like, Paul, how do you think how do you explain the cut in the back of his head? If he didn't land on the cement, Paul, on the pavement, how'd that happen? Well, the grass was frozen. That's what he told him. The grass was frozen. So maybe this guy can explain this biomechanics. Does frozen grass cause 3-inch laceration in the back of the head? Can anyone explain that one to me? They're just going to ask him. Like, again, I'm not an expert, but I look at those pictures and those don't add up. Maybe this guy can add it up for me. Something tells me he's spoken with the defense already. And they can't even say, oh, these are the defense's experts. It's a company. It's a company that their entire reputation is telling the truth. They can't just be bought and paid for. You don't buy an answer. You buy testing. That's like saying, like I buy a pregnancy test. Buy a pregnancy test, and it's like, well, I only want one answer. You got to tell me that I'm not pregnant, or else I want my money back. It's like, it's not how it works. You pay them, and they tell you, did this guy get hit by a car or not? Did this guy get hit by a car or not? I don't know. They also have, who's this other nerd? Daniel Wolf. Daniel Wolf, PhD. Okay. He has assisted, by the way, in creating an emergency vehicle driver training program for new drivers. Okay. Oh, how about this? He is a specialist in acquiring and analyzing data from vehicle infotainment and telematics systems, like in Kearney's car, which is the latest technology for investigating fraudulent vehicle activity. They're going to know. They're going to know if this car hit John O'Keefe or not. It's going to be really, really, really easy to figure that one out. Really easy. Really easy. Imagine if Kearney couldn't afford all the, I mean, you know how much these people probably get paid to testify? It's probably costing her a pretty penny. Oh, and then Daniel Wolf. This is the last guy. Oh, look at this doc. That's a smart guy right there. He is also a senior forensic scientist, specializing in the fields of lighting, human factors, and accident reconstruction. He investigates and reconstructs passenger vehicle, commercial vehicle, pedestrian collisions. Pedestrian. I mean, you can't have better, dude. Dude, they're fucked. It's fucking time. Who's Chris Van E? Who does he work for? Chris Van E. Chris Van E. Oh, interesting. He's got an interesting bio. From Michigan. Impact biomechanics, accident reconstruction, injury causation. Could you pick better experts than these people? Oh my goodness gracious. Is this the same guy? No, it's a different guy. Different guy. Oh boy. Okay. Somebody else, let me get, I'm also getting this message real quick saying, I'm sure you're talking, saw people talking about this morning. Yeah, Auntie Bev, when she addressed the jury today, she told the jury that they went back to, that John and Karen went back to John's house. That's what she told the jury today. Now, it was a slip of the, I hope it was a slip of the tongue, but she really doesn't seem, she didn't know who Brian Higgins was a couple weeks ago, somehow. So you never know with this woman. You never know with this woman. Okay. So that's it for the witness list. I'm going to have to have, dude, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I can't wait to read this. Let me read some turtle chats here. Okay. First one up. We got $100 from Bradford. Thank you, Bradford. He says, former Canton guy. I grew up with these assholes. Keep doing what you're doing, Unc. Free Karen Reed. Absolutely. Dude, when I'm down there today, so I went down the last 2 days. I went down to the courthouse and couldn't really do much. I couldn't even get in the courthouse till like 2:30 each day. So just stood outside with the people and, you know, looking dapper, feeling fresh. And the whole time we're out there, man, nothing but love from the people passing by. All you heard is like, yeah, people, and the guy in the Eversource truck today, you name it. Every single person that passes by appreciates what we're doing here. Like, everyone is on our side. The only place you will find any backlash or negativity is Twitter. That's it. Everyone else in the world supports this. Everyone. So that's great to see. So thank you for that one. Scott sends $10 and says, it's been great seeing you boots on the ground at court. Cool and comfortable again. And this had sent Grant further up the spectrum. Tons of fun. Yeah, Grant's, poor Grant. Okay. Poor justice for Auntie. Jody sends $10 and says, I needed a laugh, so thank you. Still cracking up over a menopausal monster. She is. Oh, she's such a nasty, vile woman. Oh, thank you. Sergeant Schultz sends $25, says, I know nothing. I know nothing. Okay, thank you. Tammy sends $100. Thank you, Tammy. Says, definitely want to get tickets to the live in Taunton. Did you say you're announcing how to get the tickets later tonight or later? Tomorrow. I will publish a little article about them, and you know, it's going to be first come, first serve. So hopefully we get you in there. So thank you very much, Tammy. PJ sends $5 and says, happy birthday, Maura. Happy birthday to you, Maura. Absolutely. What do we have here? Do we have another one? Jam Cracker sends $50 and says, you demand Godspeed. Well, thank you very much, Jam Cracker. We got another $100 here. It says flamboyant Turtleboy pick was amazing. Yeah, if you guys didn't see that, the New York Post did a write-up about me. And they called me flamboyant. Dana Kennedy. Shout out to Dana Kennedy. A really good reporter that I had. She had a good interview with from the New York Post. She called me flamboyant, and that word just stuck out with people. I didn't know. I guess I'm flamboyant. Is that a gay word though? Are you gay if you're flamboyant? What is the definition of flamboyant? Can you be heterosexual and flamboyant? It's a person tending to attract attention because of their exuberance, confidence, and stylishness. Yeah, all of the above. Yeah, that's not gay. You can be stylish, confident, and exuberant and heterosexual. Absolutely. It's not gay. It's not gay. I do have a shirt coming. I have a very flamboyant shirt. I'm going to wear it on Saturday night's show. How about that way? I got a special shirt I'm going to wear on Saturday night that's extremely flamboyant just for you people. It's not gay. It's not gay. It's straight. But okay, thank you. And so she says that. She also goes on to say, your humor is unmatched and one of a kind. I am rooting for you and wish you nothing but the best in all your future endeavors. Well, you guys are too kind, man. I'm just blown away by the love I experience out there in the real world, in the streets, when I'm out there, going to Fenway Park, giving people a high five, standing in the middle of Dedham, it just, everybody's got your back. It's a great, great feeling, man. It's a great feeling. Okay. You guys are too nice. You're too nice. Okay. So thank you for that one. Next up, we have $10 from Alex and says, new Pornhub video in a couple weeks. Yannetti and Jackson fuck the Commonwealth. Raw dog too. They're going to raw dog the Commonwealth, aren't they, folks? It's going to be great. A-Rod sends $10 and says, they don't need any witnesses with that expert list. How will Lunchbox cross Mr. Scientist biomechanics? No cross, thank you. I mean, seriously, they don't have any experts. Remember, Plevins always say, well, they're definitely going to have an accident reconstruction. Really? Did I miss their scientists? Did I miss their biomechanic experts? Plevin, because I didn't see any on the list. You know, but they have Matt McCabe. They got Matt McCabe for whatever that's worth. Oh, and they have Marietta Sullivan, who was in Aruba and saw Karen being cunty one time. So you might have the biomechanical experts that are going to say that, you know, there's no way in hell that guy got hit by a car. But we got this chick from Pembroke who, you know, thinks Karen Reed's a bitch. So it's kind of a wash. It's kind of a wash. Good Lord. I mean, what were they thinking bringing this to trial? What are they thinking, folks? What is it? How bad are they going to look? They better hope the FBI comes in. They're going to look real stupid if they don't. Like, at least if the FBI comes in, they can save them from themselves. But we'll see. So, by the way, in case you guys missed, they have picked how many? 11 jurors. They picked 4 on Tuesday and 7 today. Now, we didn't get in. They wouldn't let us in. They're being cunty up there. Some of the white shirts there. I like them, but like Chief Rose is just being a bit of a hard out. It's, you know, he is not letting people in the courthouse, even though there's tons of open room, tons of seats opening up. You know, and they just don't let us sit in the back row. They don't let us sit in the rows. There's all these empty seats everywhere. They don't let us sit in there. But they let us in at 2:30, and we just sit there and we watch these sidebars going on. It's Auntie Bev talking to Yannetti and Little and Jackson, and then you got McLaughlin and Lally standing there, and they invite the jurors up one by one. And they go over their form, and if they don't like some of their answers, you're just missing 5 seconds. They had this one woman there today, African-American woman. And they've voir-dired the shit out of this woman for like 20 minutes. And they're asking her questions, and like things are getting serious. And I'm like, oh, she's definitely getting picked. And they send her back, and then they bring her back for more. And then after a while, she's like, you're dismissed. It's like, what? All that for nothing? You could have dismissed her in 5 seconds. What was going on with that? But so we saw 40 jurors, like 40 of the 85. Not a single, I didn't see a single one get picked. So they were all picked before I got in there. So they picked 7 today. You know? So whatever. Okay. So there's that. I'm sure he's a fine guy, but it's just like, I don't know why they're not letting us in. There's room. There's plenty of room. DUI guy who I met, I had dinner with him and last night. I had lunch with him today. Shout out to Larry Foreman. And he got a taste of Massachusetts justice today. He had a great comparison. In Kentucky, the gallery is allowed to hear the entire sidebar. Ooh, that's interesting. Not here. Not here. Not here. Okay. Again, yeah. And honestly, I think it's, demographic wise, I think odds are if you are Karen Reed, you want statistically Black women disabled. Like that's what you want. Like the more check boxes you have off, the better if you're Karen Reed in this case, because statistically you are less likely to trust police. That's just it. I mean, you got to play the odds. You're less likely to trust police. Statistics show that, right? Black people trust police less than white people do. It's just a fact. It's just I'm not here to say why or analyze it. I'm just looking at the data. They trust police less. So if I'm Karen Reed, the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. Okay, that's what I want on my jury. But we'll see. Oh, the Asian! I saw 2 Asians. The Asians were dismissed in 5 seconds today. It's like I saw back-to-back Asian people get brought up there, dismissed. Now I don't know if it's because they didn't the Asian, or maybe they said something wrong in their thing, but they were dismissed in 5 seconds. They were gone. Okay, so yeah. All right, let's see. Where was I? No Asian, too smart. No. Okay. Do we have any other? A couple more turtle chats here. Matt Amory sends $5. Oh, Matt Amory this is from Richard. Matt Amory is on the defense list and is the IT guy at the Canton Library. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Thank you for that. Paul sends $10. Says, let's give it up for 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗃. He did a great job interviewing Ted Daniel. He interviewed Ted Daniel? I got to see that interview. Shout out to 𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗃 anyway. He just does a great job all the time down there. Excellent. Die hard. Always there. Always there for my shit. Always there for Karen's shit. Rar sends $100. Thank you, Rar. And he says, catch-up donation for all you do. Your streams are must-watch events. Well, thank you very much, man. I mean, how many people we got watching right now? 3,300, 3,400 just on YouTube. We got 165 Rumble Rats. And we got like a whole shitload on Twitter. I don't even know how many we got on Twitter. A whole bunch. I don't know how accurate the Twitter shit is. But yeah, right now it says 6,000 on Twitter. I don't know how accurate that is. Again, more videos sent to me. Hold on. Somebody sent me this. Oh, hold on. How do I play this video? How do I play this video without your message coming up? Hold on. Huh. Oh, Larry's here. How you doing, Larry? What'd you think of Massachusetts justice today? That was certainly interesting. Maybe if Larry I'm going to send Larry a link if he wants to join me. I'm going to send it to him on Twitter. If he wants to come up and join me up here and talk about his day and what he thought about Massachusetts justice. And another Commonwealth. Kentucky's also a Commonwealth. I don't know what that word means. Not much. I think it's just a fancy word to say state. But let me pull Larry's things up. Somebody sent me this video of. I'm gonna play it. I don't want their name to come up. Can you guys hear this audio if I play this? Let me know if you can hear this audio. Him. Okay, so she said that John O'Keefe was indicted. That's what she said. Fucking idiot. Not only do the Beatties have proof of Aaron and Tom being bullied by Caitlin Albert and Jen McCabe, among others, there are witnesses on the list who will support that. So maybe that's what some of these Canton names are. Caitlin Albert too, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Any other messages I have here? Olivia sent me one. The defense expert. Okay, yeah, she sent me the link of the experts. Okay, cool. All right. So do we have any more turtle chats here? No, okay, cool. I think I have a couple cash apps to read here. Oh, we've already sold 11 tickets. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Let me read my cash apps. First, we got Casey sends $5 and says Bev's reading of the case was inaccurate. Yes, it was. That's a problem. Aaron sends $20 and says, thanks for seeking justice. People lie, actions don't. You're absolutely right about that. Gene sends $50 and says, standing up for justice. Where is the fundraiser Saturday? It's in Taunton, the Saturday after this. Rachel sends $5 and says, they all say I don't recall. Yeah, sort of the fake victim, if I recall that. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that on the show. God damn it. Okay. Andrea sends $20 and says, educational entertainment. Ryan Nagel is the key. Absolutely. Absolutely. The notorious NIP says, you never party with the McAlberts or P. Diddy. Hashtag no Diddy. All right. Okay. And Emmy sends $10 and says, FBI lady is going Wendy Murphy. Is she? Oh, God. I mean, they're all going to have to go that way. Oh, we have Larry. I'm going to bring Larry up right now. What's up, Larry?
What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Hi, it's going good, man. We're just chilling at our Airbnb, getting ready for our early flight tomorrow.
Excellent. So what was your experience like in a Massachusetts courtroom today? What'd you think?
We got to meet a lot of good people. We got to meet a lot of corrupt people, and we're happy both ways.
Yeah. So in Kentucky, they don't have private little voir dires like that of the jurors?
I've never seen one. I'm not saying they don't exist, but I certainly have personally never seen one of those. I've been to multiple murder trials in Kentucky. I've never hosted my own. I never had a jury trial that was a murder trial in Kentucky that was my client, but the ones I have seen, and I've seen several over the years, every time.
Did I lose him? I lost him. We lost him. Bad connection. Okay. All right. Hopefully he comes back. But yeah, Larry, we met Larry and his lovely girlfriend, Chandler. She's a paralegal. Oh, we got him back. Okay.
Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I was saying every time they are public, I pressed the button on accident. Yep.
Oopsie. So yeah, what did you think of Judge Kearney?
She is interesting, a very interesting character. I mean, it was almost like if Putty were to run a courtroom. If there was a human embodiment of Putty, that would be Judge Bev.
I mean, she it's like she doesn't want to be there. She's just so apathetic and she's shady, man. But do you see a world in which Karen Reed's convicted? Like, how are they going to convict this? What is their plan?
I don't think they have one, Aidan. I really don't. I think they are just rolling with the punches. It's like once you're on the treadmill, it's either, or, there's that whole shit or good off the pot analogy, or once you're on the treadmill and you're running analogy. I mean, there's many analogies you can think of. Like they don't know how to stop. The train is rolling, the ship has sailed, they're like, we might as well just take it all the way to the end, get that acquittal, for her and just call it a day. I think even the prosecution knows how it's going to end already. And what I find fascinating is, if you remember at the dinner, and I want to share this with your audience because I think they will find this quite fascinating, actually. I don't want to name them because I don't want to throw them under the bus. If this is, going to come, I don't know who's who and what's what, because we're walking into this kind of blind. So I'm just going to say a person whom I have met, who I respect a lot now because of what they said, literally said, you know what, Larry, have you thought about this? They go, because one of my questions was like, why is the prosecution still moving forward? Kind of like what you just asked. And that was my question. Like, why is the prosecution still doing this? And this person said, well, think about it, Larry. If the FBI is still watching all of this, if the FBI is keeping tabs on all of this, like if they are getting ready to at some point maybe hand out indictments, they want to let all the players play their role out. And so Lally and what's his name? The M starts with an M. The other prosecutor, the special prosecutor.
Yeah. 𝗵𝗵𝗻𝗄𝗃.
I always forget his name for some reason. I guess he's so irrelevant. I can't remember his name. Morrissey, Lally, you know, I doubt Judge Bev is going to be under the microscope. She's a neutral arbiter. At the end of the day, it's not her call. Like, she can't make a move without the prosecutor first making a motion to, like, you know, dismiss the case or something. And if she says, no, I'm not dismissing it or something like that, then now her hand's involved as well. So judges are mostly like neutral in the perfect world. You know what I mean? So, like, the defense makes a motion to dismiss 100 times out of 100, and she always denies. That's normal. But let's say the prosecution tries to drop the case, and she's like, "Oh, hell no, I'm not dropping this." Then now she's involved. So
but that is what happened. That is what happened. Well, the defense. Oh, I see what you're saying.
No.
Filed the motion to dismiss, and she denied it.
Yes, yeah, no, that's normal. That's normal. So when the FBI, let's say she gets acquitted, you know, 2 months from now, and the FBI gets ready to start handing out indictments like candy for conspiracy to commit murder, and they find all these players, they want to lock in their testimony first. And I believe there's at least one that I've heard, please correct me if I'm wrong, at least one witness who is like a government employee, like a cop or something, that's already reneging, who's like, I changed my mind, I don't want to testify. Did you hear about this?
I haven't heard that. I heard that one Canton cop is going to testify that they witnessed the chief of police, 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗧, alone with the car with the ATF agent, something like that.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. So that's the first time we've heard about that a cop might be testifying for the and there is a cop on the list who is a former Canton cop who's now Boston police who is on that list. And a lot of people speculated it's her, that she might have seen something and is now testifying against them. So we'll see.
Yeah, like Lauren TZY in your chat says they better get real familiar with the term co-conspirator, because that's going to be in their vernacular, 8 to 12 weeks from now or whatever. So I think one of the reasons I was like, well, if the feds are watching this, why aren't they getting involved? I think they're waiting for this to play out. And no matter how it ends, once testimony is locked in, because testimony is under oath, Aidan, you know this, once they raise their hand, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. It doesn't matter. People lie under oath all the time. That's not the point. That testimony is locked in. You can get transcripts, you can get audio, you can get video, whatever you have, there's cameras in the courtroom. And the FBI is going to have such a much easier time, a much more fun time nailing all these people to the wall, if that's their end goal. So I think that's why the feds are kind of sitting back and watching this all unfold. By the way, I want to tell you, I rent this. You're going to find this really hilarious. So I rented an BMW XM, because I'm a lawyer and I like to write in style. That's just the way it is. And on my departure from the courthouse, you can't make this stuff up. I parked in the far back of like the parking lot, and right behind my car on the last. So after everybody's leaving, everybody's left. It's already 3:45. It's 4 p.m. I am walking with Chandler to the car. We're minding our own business. We're in our own heads. We're talking. And there's a news van parked directly behind my SUV, my rental. And there's a woman sitting in it, and you can tell she is not minding her own business. I am almost convinced she's like, I need to know, who does this belong to? Because it doesn't belong in Dedham. That is somebody from Boston. That's somebody from New York. That's somebody from, is it a Fed? Is it an FBI? Is it maybe it's one of the lawyers? Like, she knew it was somebody. Nope, only a somebody drives a truck like that. And I'm sure she was so disappointed when she saw it's just little old me walking towards it.
But I mean, I agree with you completely, by the way, about the fact that that's what I think they're doing. Just giving them the rope to hang themselves, because will they say something that contradicts something that the FBI knows to be untrue from their investigation? How far are these people willing to go? Again, they can just keep adding on charges. So I think there's a chance that, like, halfway through this, they step in and say with indictments. So it's going to be really exciting. Whatever happens in the next 5 weeks. I mean, the eyes of the nation are on Dedham, Massachusetts right now, and watching this trial. that I have been obviously covering extensively for a year now. And it's going to be great for me professionally because, like, you can't talk about this case without talking about my involvement. Like, Fox News wrote about it today, and they had a big blurb about me, the New York Post. And so it's me, and I think it's going to be great for Karen Reed. And
wait, did New York Post made an article because of was it because of the interview on Law and Crime or what?
No, I mean, they wrote an article. I mean, all these national publications.
Nice.
I mean, prior to this, it was mostly Boston media writing about this stuff, but now it's, Fox News, CNN, the New York Post, newspapers that are not from around here. It's going to be Murdaugh. It's going to be the biggest murder trial in the country going on here. And God, if there are indictments that come down halfway through it, it'll be one of the biggest murder cases ever, I think.
What are they writing about? Are they more fixated on just it's a murder trial and welcome to the shit show, or are they more fixated on the 200-foot rule, or what?
The first thing,
Okay.
But they may mention it. I mean, there's just so much accompanying this story about like where to start. Like, you need like 2 hours to sit someone down and be like, okay, don't move. Let me explain this from the top. And then you explain, and then there's the Turtleboy chapter of it all. Like all these protests outside that this guy Turtleboy started, and then he caught his own charges and he went to jail. And it's just like reading it all. It's a lot to take in. Like Megyn Kelly finally talked about it today. And like, it's going to be one of those stories that everyone's going to talk about nationwide. And I can't wait. It's time. It's time.
Agreed. I was waiting for this moment, and it's finally here. I talked to one individual who I don't want to throw, again, anybody under the bus because I like to protect my sources, much like you do. But let's just say he's a very high-ranking official in that courthouse. I will say that. And you probably know who I'm talking about, but don't say it.
Okay.
And he and I got to know him just randomly. I walked up, and it's amazing how much friendships can occur, like literally out of thin air, just by opening your mouth and walking over to people in the courthouse. Anyway, long story short, I look at him, I talk to him, and he's like, so what attracted you to this case? When he found out I'm a criminal defense attorney from Kentucky, he's like, what the hell are you doing here? I'm like, well, I'm reporting. I have a YouTube channel and all this. And then I said the words, and the First Amendment, the First Amendment issues that we have. And he kind of looked at me and he was like, he didn't want to say it because, of course, he doesn't want to throw the judge under the bus either. Everyone's like trying to protect their own reputation and their own jobs. It's kind of funny to watch in real time, but it's like he wanted to say it, but I know he couldn't. He was basically like, well, yeah, you really have a huge First Amendment issue here, and nobody's talking about it yet. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yep, it is. I mean, there's a lot of First Amendment implications, obviously, with the buffer zone, which I feel like, being down there today, do you feel like the buffer zone has silenced protesters? Because I don't feel like it has.
No, it hasn't. They're standing right outside on the outskirts, and they're like, what's up?
Yeah, we're there. It's impossible to miss. Even the people that are waiting in line, like, we're all wearing pink. It's very obvious what side we're on. And I just think that these jurors, to make them, if they're trying to like hide them from the reality of how strongly people feel about this case, it's not working out the way that they hoped it would.
Half the city was wearing pink today, Aidan. Did you catch that?
It was, man. Pink was everywhere.
Yep.
And it was great to see. It was great to see, and so, but last question here. So you got Grant Smith Ellis. You found out who this guy was. What'd you think of him?
So I've had pieces of gum stuck to my shoe that were more interesting.
But he narked on you.
Yeah, he did. He snitched me out, and I'm thankful because thanks to him, I have more friends in that courthouse than I would have ever had without him.
Yeah. That guy's got a press pass. That guy who doesn't work for anyone. He looks like a homeless man, and he's given a press pass. He usually harasses Karen Reed outside of court, asks her the most ridiculous questions in the world about like who she's sleeping with, or, is she an FBI informant? Like all this ridiculous, insane shit. And I heard everyone in the clerk's office hates him. I don't know if you talked to anyone in the clerk's office, but I heard they're not fans of him.
I'll plead the fifth.
I'll plead the fifth. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I guess he reported you today. He said your badge was no good. And so they did ask you to sit in the gallery basically with everyone else, correct? You got demoted to the gallery.
For now. So one thing I've learned, actually, it was quite fascinating, and I didn't know this going in, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit embarrassed because I feel like I should have, but I've never been to Massachusetts in this capacity. There are apparently special rules for media, and I have to fill out a special form that has to be filled out with ink. It has to be specially mailed to a special office, and they have to sign it with ink themselves. There has to be like an original of an original, and they mail you a media badge. So Massachusetts is not like the other 49 states as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there may be a couple other outliers I'm not familiar with, but I know Kentucky, South Carolina, California, Florida, and Ohio and Tennessee, where I've done this kind of work before, don't have these rules. I'm going to look into New Mexico when, what's his name? Alec Baldwin is going to be, just to make sure I don't step on any toes again. But this is new for me. And you know what? I'm very thankful to Grant because he taught me something new. And without him, I would have never known. And I would have been in violation of the rules on accident, you know? And now I'm going to fix it and everything's going to be fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Well, anyway, I got to end the program a little soon, but thank you for coming on. And it was a pleasure and an honor meeting you yesterday and again today. And I hope you had a good time in Massachusetts. And I'm sure you'll be keeping an eye on this moving forward. And your channel, if anybody wants to subscribe, you just passed 400,000 subscribers the other day, halfway to 500,000, or almost at 500,000. DUI guy, anywhere else they can follow you?
Yeah, YouTube, X, and TikTok, actually.
Oh, you got TikTok too. Excellent.
Yeah. My guy makes shorts for me on TikToks, and I don't know how often they get populated. They should be fairly regular, but I've been very fixated on YouTube lately because I don't know. Every day, by the way, folks, since you brought it up, you just reminded me, I need to learn to say this because this is new for me too. Every day, 6 p.m., new video on my channel, no exception. 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Pacific, and it's like midnight European Central Time. Every day, 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to have a new video. With the exception of Saturday, I'm going to be going live every Saturday, 6 p.m. So basically, you know, I'm trying to create a catchphrase, something like 6 p.m. is for the foreman, or buckle up at 6 p.m. or something like that.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for coming, man. It was great meeting you.
Yeah. Likewise, man. I'm sure I'll see you again in a few weeks.
Absolutely. We'll talk soon.
Talk to you. Bye. Have a good show.
You too, man. Awesome. So yeah, great guy. I mean, when you meet him in person, he's just like he is on YouTube. Real friendly son of a bitch. And by the way, I'm sure he doesn't want to know. He paid for dinner. We didn't ask him to. He insisted. He took the bill. 12 people out to dinner. He paid for the whole thing. Very generous guy. Very generous guy. So yeah, we had lunch with him again today. Real cool guy. Real cool guy. He's an attorney. Does a lot. He's done cases all across the country. He's specialized in DUIs. He's the DUI guy, but he's taken a real liking to the First Amendment, and in this case in particular. He's taken a real interest in it. He's had me on his channel a couple times. That's his first time coming on mine. But yeah, he's going to be following. A lot of people are going to be following this case, man. This case is about to blow up. We're going to have a jury in a couple days. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a jury. Maybe Monday we'll have opening statements. Maybe. I plan on being at this a lot. I have court on Tuesday in Norfolk Superior Court for my stupid witness intimidation charges. And then Krusty Panties is being arraigned on witness intimidation, on a real witness intimidation charge on Wednesday in Leominster. And then on Friday in Dedham District Court, is it Friday the 26th, whatever the 26th is, or is that a Thursday? I forget. Whatever it is. No, it's a Friday. We have a motion to vacate or amend this bullshit restraining order against this fake victim who isn't the least bit afraid of me, but likes to show up where I am to evict me. Now, luckily, I haven't heard from her in a while, so hopefully she's just gone away. I mean, that she's just moved on. hopefully got a new boyfriend or something and can ruin his life. That's the hope here, because I don't want anything to do with this person. I just want to go to the Kearney case, and I don't want her showing up with a stupid piece of paper, kicking me out for something she's clearly not afraid of. Okay. And the McCabe's can't go to the trial because they're witnesses. I can. I'm not a witness. I didn't make the list. I'm kind of relieved about that because I'd rather just cover it. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, let me see here. Yeah, no more. All right. If anyone else wants to donate again and have their message given priority read, click at the link for Turtle Chat, or you guys can send me or you can cash at me $$ Uncle Turtleboy. Okay. Other than that, I'll just read some. I was going to show the grant debate. I'll save that for tomorrow night on Turtle Club. And I'll shave the Megyn Kelly video for tomorrow night on Turtle Club as well. There's going to be so much to talk about in the next few weeks. So much to talk about. But why don't I take any questions that you find people have now? Go ahead. Grant Smith jealous. Yeah. What video? Send it to me. Oh, I got it right here. Let me pull this up. Don't DM me or else your message will come up. Oh, wait.
Well, I think I was impressed that they were able to pick 4 jurors the first day. I didn't think they were going to get that many. So we're, 12 more to go? And I hope they finish that process quickly so we can get underway and get to the good stuff, the evidence and, the arguments on both sides.
So you obviously have more documents and you're privileged to more information.
Yeah.
What can you tell us that you can't necessarily go out there and say possible? Is that
no, I don't do that. I mean, pretty much everything that we've seen, we've reported. And I think you guys are pretty familiar with all the documents too. I feel like there are people who are following it like you just as closely as us who are in kind of the mainstream media. So I think most everything's out there. I think it's going to be interesting to see. I think it's going to hurt the defense that they're not able to, in opening statements, come out and point fingers. To me, that seems like, so they're going to have to weave it in through testimony, and I see that as a challenge for them.
Yep, they'll get it done.
But I think that she had to let the third party in, or that would have been a huge grounds for appeal.
What do you think the challenges are for the prosecution? Like for the prosecution.
Who's that?
The prosecution has hurdles they have to get over, obviously. What do you think their hurdles are?
So, she is
good questions, Tom.
Until proven guilty, and all you need is reasonable doubt. And when you start looking at some of the weird things that happened in this case, and if the jury gets to hear some of those strange things that I don't think happen in 99% of the cases out there, I think, if you have a jury that's vested and listening, that they might have some of the same questions that everybody else has.
How do you think it's going to end?
I don't know. I don't want to handicap it. I don't want to predict it because I could be wrong. I don't know. I think second-degree murder was a pretty heavy charge for this crime.
Yeah.
So that's essentially second degree is not premeditation, but deliberate, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So she didn't plan in advance, but she wanted to kill him or committed a crime where she knew that she could kill him in the process. And that's a pretty heavy charge.
All right. One more question. The significance of the courthouse itself with the 𝗪𝗂𝗄𝗎 trial back then,
yeah,
and this trial here, and the potential of what it possibly could be on the fringe. What do you think about?
All right, help me understand what the question.
The fringe of it actually being a police cover-up and actually people being involved and all the things that the defense is saying. That all comes true, right?
Right.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
What do you think this courthouse with 𝗪𝗂𝗄𝗎, you think that trial and this trial together could possibly change.
You know, the fact that the feds have
Still didn't
already
get the
looked
question.
at this and we don't have any, I think if anybody was going to come in, if anyone was going to come in and say, hey, we found something, stop this, it would be the feds. That hasn't happened. I'm not sure if it ever will happen. So I think I would have put most of my eggs in the basket of the feds to do that. And I don't know. I think that this is going to continue. And I don't think that we'll ever, I think at the end of this whole thing, there's still going to be a lot of people who feel one way and a lot of people feel, I don't think we're ever going to get this resolution that maybe people want.
That's a great way to end it. I agree with that comment completely, that unless there are indictments, we're never going to agree on that. If there are indictments, we're all going to agree. I mean, no one's going to support Jennifer McCabe anymore if her ass gets arrested by the feds. Like, that shit's not going to be cute anymore. Even the Jennifer Coffindaffer of the world are going to have to eat a lot of crow if that happens, because they went all in on Jennifer McCabe's innocence, all in. They're going to have to eat a lot of crow. They're not going to be standing by her. So, Karen Reed being found not guilty is not enough. It's like, in the court of public opinion, nothing's going to be changed. It's good for her. It's justice for her, but it's not justice for John O'Keefe, which is really the real thing that we want. Great justice for John. We want to free Karen Reed. We want justice for John O'Keefe. So, okay. All right. Any other questions people have? Do you know any male-female ratio? I don't know. There's going to be a lot less Twitter accounts. I know. Where are all those what's Joe Warren going to do? Like, what are these people going to do? What's 𝗚𝗏𝗄𝐺 𝗵𝗔 going to do? How are these people going to own that one? What's Krusty Panties going to do? Ooh, what are they going to do? Who's going to babysit the fake victims' children? Like, who's going to babysit them? I think she burned the bridge with Grace. I think that bridge is burnt. Who else? Anybody else have any other questions? Yeah, could they? It wouldn't go very far, though. I don't think that civil suit will go the same way OJ's did. I agree with that 100%. Even if she's exonerated, we still want justice for John. But Karen Reed could become a lot more involved in that then. She doesn't just have to be some defendant. She can be like the face of that. Yeah, sorry I didn't have time to get to that, to the grant shit. But tomorrow night, tune in. Yes, correct. I'm aware of that. Will I marry me? I can't right now. I can't right now. I get, going through a divorce right now. I got to get that finalized. Plus, you can do the math. Okay. Oh, yeah. What about Plevin? Yeah, that's Plevin be like, well, I was both sides in it the whole time. Right. Licks more Healy's cunt she could give. Yeah, I don't know. Who's your lawyer Tuesday? Same lawyer as I always have, Tim Bradle. Has there ever been a case that we know that the witnesses who are about to turn full suspect were called to the stand to help assign guilt to someone they conspired in framing? Not that I'm aware of. No, I can't. I mean, I thought this would be dropped the day after I wrote about it, but I guess not. How cool would that be? Karen Reed protesting with us. Scott McGinnis is a soldier for this movement, by the way. He's at every protest. That dude has anger in it. Like, he gets pissed off. You could hear when he gets interviewed, he's pissed. He's like, they're terrorized. The state police are going across. They're terrorizing the countryside. He's pissed. He's at every protest. That guy's a soldier. Yeah, I mean, I could sue Coffindaffer if I wanted to, and maybe I will. We'll see. Will you marry? I can't do it. I appreciate, Can't marry. I can't. No offense. I can't marry you right now. You know. I can't do it. Can I come fix the white balance on your camera and help you get better lighting for lives? Yeah, man. Maybe we can do that. I know that it's too much lighting, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm using maybe I should invest. I'm just a one-man show here. I'm sitting at a dining room table I don't own. Okay. No more women for uncle. Yeah. Let's see. Why don't you pursue a media pass? I am. I got more coming on that soon. They're being hardos about that. We're working on that. How many people? I can't, guys. I can't. Sorry. Can't. Yeah, tomorrow there will be a posting about the tickets. So stay tuned for that. What's happening in court on Friday? This Friday or next Friday? This Friday, I mean, just more jury selection. Next Friday, I got Dedham District. I got to get my order either, amended or thrown out. No, I am flamboyant, but I'm not gay. Oh, so Grant's going to show. So go check out the Glarer. I'm sure we'll have some good coverage of the Grant debate. Better than I could do. Let's be honest. The Santa Turtleboy book. I sold like 5 of those. There's like the 2019 naughty list or something like that, right? I don't know if I don't think he's in witness protection. CashApp is $ Uncle Turtleboy if you want to donate. Oh, we got a CashApp right here. Tyrone sends $5 and says, "Great job, Aidan. Karen Reed will be freed." And rhymes. And yes, she will be. Thank you very much, Tyrone. They want the intimidator. I am happy. Didn't I look happy yesterday and today? There's a reason for that. There's a very good reason for that. We love you, Karen, if you're watching. Yeah. And, not to brag, but Karen Reed smiled at me today and I asked her a question and we're cool. It was just like old times. Just like old times. Dude, whenever Microdots is dropping a video, it's dope, period. Yeah, the app will be the TV Daily News app. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to marry Coffindaffer. Yeah, if I want to kill myself. True crime junkie. Stop it. Stop it. All right. I look yellow. Oh, okay. I mean, I can change the color on this thing. What do we got here? I can do this one. No, wait, that's just off. That doesn't change the color. We can do this color. It's a little more. I don't know what that is. Blue right there. I don't like that. This is more orange. This is more like sun. Again, I don't know. Let's go with that for now. Okay. I must be gay. Okay. Has Brett made any comments? Who's Brett? I don't know who that is. Are you going to sue Pornhub for your video rights? I should. I don't need any of those getting out. Yeah. I don't know. You don't want to marry me. Trust me. Jen McScabe. Okay. No jury pool on Fridays. Oh, that's interesting. You did amazing with Grant. I mean, it's not hard. But I appreciate the compliment, but it's not hard. Grant's an idiot. Oh, thank you, Robin. You're too nice. You're too nice. You look like a bobblehead on crack. Good way of putting it. Oh, I will definitely be at the �𝗁𝗍𝗀 hearings if and when they're indicted. Absolutely. She did have a fire outfit. It looked great. A lot of people look great, but hers was my favorite. Let's see. The Glare is now covering the debate. Yes, definitely. I'll check that out after this. Law firms in Boston follow religion. Okay. Next Ratchet Madness voting tomorrow. Check that out. Look like I have jaundice. Okay. Not good. I am much more relaxed. Thank you. I've been stuffy for a bit, Amanda. So I'm marrying Karen. Now we're just going to be friends. Karen and I are going to be good friends for a long time. I know it. We're chill like that. Mon? Oh, it's far greater than algebra. Well, yeah. I mean, duh. Not exactly that much of a compliment either. It's just like most are, but certainly way better. Yeah, I mean, Trump's going to get a jury faster than Karen Reed. How about that? Where's Mike Giannetti been? I don't know. We'll see. He only showed up because the fake victim told him to go. Loved your sources bit with Grant. Yeah. All right. Fuck you, Beverly. How do you think the Bruins will do against the Maple Leafs? We're playing the Leafs? How are we playing the Leafs? If the Leafs are in third. What? Did I miss something? We got the Lightning, I thought. Oh, the Panthers won the division? I didn't even see that. How the fuck did that happen? When did that happen? What the fuck? Oh, we got the Leafs. Okay. We're going to win. We don't lose to the Leafs in the playoffs. Oh, okay. Well, that's gay. We're going to play the Panthers anyway, eventually. Again, you never know with hockey. Hockey can go either. We can lose. We had the best record in the history of hockey last year. Lost in the first round. Shit, just get in the hockey. Just get in the playoffs. Anyone can win in hockey. That's why it's kind of stupid. Whereas in basketball, the best team's going to win. Like one of the best teams is going to win. Like the Nuggets were probably the best team in the NBA last year. They won. You know, the Warriors the year before. Like the Celtics should win it all this year. Should. They ain't going to lose in the first round. I'll tell you that much. Are you going to go on Matt Cox? Yeah, possibly. I haven't had time to look into that, but yeah, she didn't even make it on. And she's in Ratchet Madness. She didn't want to become one of Turtleboy's Ratchets, and then she made Ratchet Madness. How about that? How about the picture last night of all you together at dinner? Yeah, it was great. It was great. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to read all the comments. I'm like, Bev's a retard. Okay. Can I tell? Yeah, let Joe Knox. let Jen out early so she can attend the live, will you? She was trying to be Turtleboy for the Commonwealth. That didn't work out well. Turtle Club tomorrow for sure. We did not want Tampa first round. Why is that? I mean, Tampa's not like they were before. He did want to laugh so hard. Fuck off, Beverly. Free Billy Tibbetts. Okay. I am surprised that he didn't, not only did he advance, he got like 8% of the vote. I was one of the vote. I voted for roast beef Ronnie. So anyway. All right. One more Cash App here just to read real quick before we call it a night. From Jennifer says, keeping it real at all costs, 100 emoji. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it a night. And I love you guys all so much. And thank you for the support. And thank you for supporting Karen Reed. Thank you for the donos and all you fine people do. And I love you so much. Free Karen Reed. Hope to see a lot of you people at the Sex Cult / Turtle Club tomorrow night. And we'll talk soon. Peace, Turtle Riders.